Secularism is very diverse so far as state is not being dictated by the clergy, and state does not bow to the clergy. It will have its own manifestation. But as far as fundamentalism and communalism is concerned, in the modern times, its definition has to be seen in the context of what type of damages it does to the rights of the weaker section of society. Because I generally understand that communalism appears to be as if it is a violent phenomenon only. But that's not so. That violent phenomenon is a superficial part. Actually, the real danger of communalism lies deeper. And the real danger lies that it wants to do away with democracy itself. It wants to ensure that the rights of the weaker sections of society are done away. Like in democracy, there is a concept of right and there is a concept of duty. Now, these people want to have a neat division of labor, that their rights for the exploited and their duties of the exploited. Exploiters have all the rights and exploited have all the duties. So this division, in that whenever there is a talk that we have rights, so the right wing will say you are talking of the language of rights, but what about your duty? While the question is that these people hardly have any rights and they harp upon duties of these people. The question is because this exploiter section has totally done away with its duty, and whole duty of managing the society is on the exploited section. So that way to understand fundamentalism and communalism, we have to see in this language as to what is happening to the weaker sections of society. In the sense, Dalits, workers, Adivasis, women, and religious minorities. These are the 5 sections whom communalism wants to attack. So I don't want to restrict my definition to communalism in a doctrinaire academic way. One knows that they are using the identity of religion for their social, economic, political goals. And these social, economical, political goals have to be understood like this. Similarly, if we see fundamentalism. So fundamentalism, if you see, has been promoted, positively it has been promoted by the American policies in the West Asia. Their whole thing about, they want oil. For getting the oil, they had coined the word that oil is there in Arab countries, West Asia, and their sentence was, oil is too precious a commodity, oil is too precious a commodity to be left to these Arabs. Means we have to control it. So then they propped up these tyrannical sultans, nawabs, and dictators whom they supported left, right, and center. They propped up Israel as their stooge in the area. So, and actually fundamentalism got promoted because of this. Because many countries, what we call as Muslim countries, were trying to bring in democracy. Turkey is one example. Iraq, despite Saddam Hussein being there, Saddam Hussein was a dictator, but otherwise he was very secular. So they tried to prop up all these Muslim Nawab kings who were stooges of America. But this whole Arab Spring, the movement in the Arab countries has told us that all the people want democracy. And fundamentalism is a partly encouraging those inner tendencies which support the pro-Western policies, and that is uniformly cutting across all over. So fundamentalism has to be seen in this way. I mean, definition has to come from what impact it has on the world and what impact it has in the country. So fundamentalism that way is a much broader global thing, and communalism is both located in India. And fundamentalism, if you see, like this was brought in most of the places where fundamentalism came, they have been under the control of American policy. And communalism is here, where the right wing, supported by the sections of middle classes, has tried to come up to assert their politics.